You're such an asshole.
Asshole consulting, blah, 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 older brother, Dark Knight advice, blah, blah, blah. Asshole, I decided to change my major from finance to computer science and engineering. I'm Asian, so I think it will help me get a job easier because of stereotypes, right? No, it will not. It will make it harder because I don't know if you noticed this going to a California school or just paying attention to the news. They do not like white males in this country. And they certainly, and unless you're an Asian male, then they also dislike you too in STEM because there's just too many of you damn smart Asians and white guys. We got it. No, they don't like you. Welcome to diversity, son. No, they do not like you. It's nothing personal. They just, they're just racist. That's really what it is. They're racist and they're sexist, and they're going to give preferential treatment to people with different skin color and different plumbing downstairs, because they no longer care about content of character or ability or achievement or excellence. They do care about race and gender, and that is genuine bigotry. So welcome to the United States. It's very stressful to maintain a GPA of 3.9 for fucking business, and a friend of mine, foreigner like me, works at Google and graduated with a 2.3 GPA and not in a top school. I'm not taking the easy way. In fact, programming requires more intelligence in math than business. Well, yeah, business is not... Finance and business is not a real degree. Those are fake degrees. They're not real degrees. After the first time you kicked my ass, I have more friends, less stress, less ego, and even got laid awkwardly. There we go. All right. My concerns as of now are, do Americans dislike Asian immigrants, although they do it legally because they take American jobs? No. I can tell you this. The people that don't like immigrants, it's not Asian immigrants that people will have a genuine or general problem with, because the Asian immigrants are typically your doctors, majoring in computer science. It's like, yeah, we'll gladly take you people. And it's the same thing before people, what if it's Latin or black? It's like, we'll gladly take your doctors and surgeons and computer science programmers too. Because it's always been about, hey, we want... and this is any immigration policy. Go to Australia, for God's sake. They award you based on what even I can't get in because I have a degree in finance. It's not that much in demand. So you're not going to really have a complaint from people in the population in general. And it has nothing to do with you being an Asian. It has to do, are you or are you not a contributing immigrant? And right now, what is it? 50% of the immigrants go on welfare, and then 71% of the illegal aliens go on welfare. So, the domestic, we real Americans have every right to fucking be suspicious, at least, and I'd say outright hate illegal aliens. But you're here legally, you're doing it, so what you're going to do is, if you're going to run into problems, it's going to be through the IT world and the H-1B visa crowd, who you are in competition with them, and they're going to not like that, regardless. But that would happen domestically or not. So that's just, and look, you're not doing life right if you're not pissing somebody off, all right? So don't worry about whether people like you or not. Follow the laws, follow the rules, major in something worthwhile, and contribute to society. And you know what? Fuck what other people think then. You're carrying your own weight. You aren't parasailing off of no one. That's what anyone worth their salt is going to care about you, all right? And then, yeah, you're going to have your genuine bigots that for whatever reason they don't like Asian people. Yeah, you're going to have people that don't like the fact that maybe you're giving them a run for their money over at Microsoft. But, fuck them. I understand, I don't want people replacing their... I want Americans, domestic Americans, to have first privilege access to the jobs. But if we can't find enough engineers because we just keep majoring and generating English majors, yeah, fine. Then we go over, you know what? I'd like to take in some foreigners and tax them so they can pay for my Social Security. To be fully honest. Trump is talking about the H-1B visa, which concerns me. Still, I don't hand because I'm not brainwashed. Right. We have the right in the United States to tell you foreigners to fuck off. Nothing personal. But if I go to China and say, hey, you guys should give me a job and suck my dick, I think the Chinese have every right to get pissed off at me. The United States and Sweden and France are the only ones, or United Kingdom, we're the only ones that seem to think that we owe the world a living. When we save the world a fucking billion times over, fuck the world. I'd like to have a little bit of self-respect for our own sovereignty. But when we turn it around, it really is nothing personal. I don't take offense or umbrage if the Japanese won't give me citizenship because, Japan is for fucking Japanese people. Fuck off, whitey. Yeah, I guess you are right. But here, oh God, if I tell anyone to fuck off because this isn't your country, I'm a racist and a bigot, not someone who just wants borders or sovereignty. So he is talking about that. There is some concern about that. I'd say there was probably some abuse going on, especially when you're training in your replacements. But that's just a country defending itself. Not that you're here to invade or you have ill will or bad intentions. But you're right not to hate him because he's not being racist, and he doesn't hate you personally because you're Asian. But it's like, yeah, we want to take care of our own American jobs for Americans first. Is the American dream still alive? I don't want to complain, but it's getting very complicated, especially for people like me. It's increasingly difficult for everybody because the government has been taking a larger and larger percentage of GDP. And as the government grows, you crowd out the private sector. You crowd out the private sector, there's less economic opportunity. And especially for men, because how men usually achieve the American dream is we'd have a house, we'd have a job, and then we'd have a wife, and we'd have kids. But the houses are getting very expensive with quantitative easing and low interest rates. Most of the younger boys can't afford it anyway, or girls, doesn't really matter, because of all the student loans that we're forcing kids to get. You can't go work at 18 because we just keep having progressive credentialism, and now you have to have a bachelor's degree to wipe somebody else's ass. And then, we've completely ruined the sexes for one another. Women are not feminine. I'm sure you're running into this being an immigrant, that the women here are a little bit more cool, reception-y, than the nice Asian girls back home. Although feminism is growing in different countries, especially East India. I had no idea how quickly that would spread. So you're not going to get a wife that's supporting and traditional and raise the kids, or allow, she's got to work too. She's going to have to, we're going to hyphenate our names. We're teen parenting. It's like, so it's really hard. Yeah, can you get, so for how you can still get it is doing what you're doing. You're going to major in something that's in high demand. And that is going to at least allow you to buy the American dream. You'll at least be able to get a house. You'll be able to afford a family. The hard part is, are you going to find a traditional classical woman that wants to get married and support you? And I'm not saying, submit to you. That's not what I'm saying. Just support. It's amazing to me what percentage of women think that, quote, support is questioning you on every little thing, trying to co-lead. It's like, no, again, I'm a ballroom dance instructor, and I know how it works. You can only have one lead and one follow. There can only be one captain. And women insist that there's always two. They want you to be a leader because that's sexy, but then they also want to be the leader. It's like, no, it doesn't work. You get to, look, you want to lead, go ahead. You make all the decisions. I'll sit here and take care of the kids. I'll go change some diapers, and then we'll go play baseball outside, and I'll read them the choo-choo train that could. Right? You go commute, and you go fucking bring home the bacon. But we're not both doing this. But that, women just, that's not how they're raised. That's not how they're programmed. And then support, they do not support. There is always, it's not until you get older and date a gal for a bit, you find out they're just, it's like, will you shut up and support me? I know the toilet's broken. It's going to be taken care of. And now, thankfully, you just wasted another 10 seconds of both yours and my lifetimes on a problem that already has a solution in place. And in the lodge, there's never, it's so rare to find a girl that actually supports you. And that's just not, especially by the time you're your age, these girls have had it brainwashed. They're not going to be raised to be supportive. Hey, honey, how was your day at work? Here's your drink. What? Oh, yeah, I can do that. There's none of that. Or just simple decision making, like, we're going to go do this. Then, then you cringe. If you dated these girls I know I'm talking about, you're cringing. Well, why are we going to do that? It's like, hey, cunt, why don't you shut the fuck up and just say awesome? Let's try that for once, huh? Just, what do you mean, why are we going? I saw it. This is every person, every relationship ever. Driving with a buddy of mine, and we were in an area where there were downed trees because the storm had hit, and he's trying to figure out how to get to the restaurant because the main route's closed. And he's driving, we're just talking, and he has his route picked out. He's gonna get there, it's fine. He's lived in this place for 10 years. He knows exactly where the fuck he's going. And then the wife just chips up. Well, you're supposed to turn there. We're supposed to turn there. And he's like, well, I'm gonna go this way. Yeah, but that way's shorter. And it's like, the girls don't know what that is like with nails on the chalkboards or tacks on the highway. Where it's just like, lady, shut the fuck up. We're going this way. It doesn't matter if that way's 30 seconds faster. Really, they think they're helping, and they're just making your life miserable. Because they think they gotta be right, and they're gonna help you because they're gonna show you slightly, but it's just like, sometimes it'd be nice if you just shut the fuck up. Support or say nothing at all. Not gonna happen. That June Cleaver gap, it's not gonna happen. Every great once in a while you find a girl like that. Every great once in a while. But it's just not. Yeah, so it's going to be very unlikely the American dream is still going to happen. Do I look like an Asian nerd? Well, dude, you're Asian. Of course you're a nerd. No, I'm kidding. Unattractive, I accept the fact that being Asian and short, 5'7", makes me less attractive than white males. Wow, dude, white males that are 5'7" are in the same boat you are. It's your height. In fact, it's true. Girls like tall white males. Yes, tall. But I'm cool with it. I saw your pictures. You don't look like a nerd. And here's where you're ripped. You actually are ripped. And when I was going to the University of Minnesota, a lot of the engineers, and a lot of St. Paul students, I don't know why that was. It was an agriculture school out in St. Paul. There'd be these ripped Asian dudes. They'd just come back from the gym. And I always looked like, how the fuck did you do that? So you are in good shape. You are not unattractive. You are Asian, and yeah, there's, for whatever genetic reason, you guys are on the bottom totem pole or near the bottom totem pole in terms of what girls like to date based on that OkCupid study. But you're not unattractive. You're short. You can't change your height. You're in shape. But you know what? You're not going to school to meet chicks. You're not going to school to meet girls. You know what? Focus on yourself. Get your shit done. Get your degree. And that's your number one priority. If there's a cute girl, she happens to be around, cool, ask her out. But man, has your dating experience been fun in America? Huh? Has it? I'm no virgin Tao. I dated plenty of girls, but my God, like the one you get rejected, there's that statistical factor to consider. But then when they say a date, then there's the percentage of girls that said yes to a date, and you go on a date with them, and the royal pain in the ass. It doesn't improve. It has nothing to do with you being Asian. It has to do with the large pool that you are fishing in, known as the United States. Focus on your studies. Keep working out what you're doing. Have fun with your friends. Focus on your career. Sure, if there's a cute girl, fine. But man, do not. I know you Gen X are screaming, but don't even bother with it. I mean, I'm not saying swear off of them, but make sure that they are not the number one priority, because you are going to waste a lot of time on that. Ways I can make money legally. I've been kind of starving to save money to transfer to university. Dude, don't. You know how your buddy went to a poorer school, a crappier school, and works for Google? It doesn't matter where you go to school. It matters what you study. As long as the school is accredited, it doesn't matter. So what I would do if you're an underclassman, like sophomore or freshman, go to the community college, go to wherever it's cheapest and accredited. Get all your prereqs out of the way. Then you transfer to the school that offers computer science. It sounds like you're already doing that. That has the cheapest yet accredited computer science program. That's what I would do. You don't have to go to Caltech. You don't have to go to Berkeley or whatever the other highly ranked dipshit school is over there at fucking Shitsville, California. Just go to a school that's accredited and cheap and get your computer science degree. And then teach yourself shit on the side that will help supplement your resume. Programming languages, stuff like that. Make a video response. Yeah, charge me, I'll pay. Keep me anonymous. Yep. So yeah, no, it's just you look fine. You do. I can see you. Yeah, you're in better shape than me. You don't look like a nerd. You actually got chiseled features. You're in the exact same boat as every guy, regardless of race. You're just the 5'7" shorty no girl wants to date. That's it. And you can bang your head against that wall and waste your time, or you can go become a great computer scientist, and then maybe find yourself a nice quality girl along the way. But man, you gotta tell me, email me. what do they sell American women like, or what do they say about American women in China? Like, do they make it seem like these girls just like go out and have fun all the time? What was interesting when I was in college, I did date disproportionately Asian women because I worked at the computer science building, and obviously a lot of Asians, and so those were the people I ran into. But there was one gal I dated from Japan, and it didn't go anywhere, but it was pleasant. It was just the most pleasant, enjoyable experience. She was polite, she was charming, she would talk, a very good conversationalist. It was just nice to drive around, and it wasn't really a lot of sexual tension between us. But I was like, wow, that was surprisingly refreshing. It was like, oh, I had a glass of water after going without in the desert for 10 years. It was like, oh, is that how it's supposed to be? So I'm kind of curious what the perception of is in China of American women, that you Asian kids keep coming over here, Asian guys, and you're surprised to find out American women are very difficult to date. It's like, where have you been? What are they telling you over in Beijing? So, anyway, hope that helped out. Best of luck to all you Asian dudes out there. Best of luck to all you short dudes out there. But guys, as a short guy myself, 5'8", I think I'm shrinking. I thought I was 5'9", then I realized, oh, you're 5'8". I'm like, what? There's so much more to life that you got to do than girls. And truthfully, you do your own shit, the girls will come naturally on their own. It may not be today or tomorrow, it may not even be next year, but honestly, when you're in college, especially if you're an immigrant and you ain't got that much money or financial support, you cannot screw this up, okay? Get your degree. That's your number one job. Girls, very, very, very distant third or fourth behind, like, food and getting a car or something like that, basically. All right, we'll see you kids later. Toodles.